Ano pong difference ng sexually transmitted infections and sexually transmitted diseases?
They're the same. Iniba lang recently, okay? But it's the same. Their disease and illness, or actually it's sexually transmitted infections and diseases, pareho lang. Iniba lang yung term recently. Naging STI lang. Kasi I think it's mas maganda siyang pakinggan as opposed to saying it's disease, ganyan. No? So, iniba, STI na yung term.
How can someone get STI?
From the name itself, of course, it's through having sexual contact. That's how you get it. It's self-explanatory. Pag meron kang sexual contact and you don't have sufficient protection, then you can get any of those infections.
Ano pong mga example ng diseases na mabibigay niyo po, mga na-encounter niyo po sa mga patients?
Meron kang gonorrhea, syphilis, herpes.
Ano pong mga symptoms yung makikita ng patients para po malaman po nila na kailangan na po nila magpa-check up sa mga health professional?
Very broad yung question mo, no? Kasi ang dami-daming klase ng sexually transmitted infections. Pero usually, sa babae, of course, ang number one is yung discharge. Kasi meron naman talagang discharge, okay? But once you have this, yung unusual discharge na mas madami or mabaho, may amoy, may kumakati, no? Meron din yung mga lesions katulad sa herpes. Meron kang nagkakaroon ka ng mga lesions na masakit or meron silang parang vesicles, no? Kumbaga parang nagtutubig ba o parang bubbles yung ano ba yun, parang bilog-bilog sila, no? Masakit yun, no? Kasi nga herpes na type of infection. So usually yun, may pain, may discomfort, may discharge, may itchiness, yung mga ganon. Minsan, merong mga infections. Isa pa pala, no? Ang cervical cancer, transmitted yan sexually. Okay? So, that's why, idadagdag ko lang, no? Aside from yung usual na nakikita na, yun ang reason why we do pap smear among women, no? Kasi cervical cancer is the only cancer that is preventable through a diagnostic exam, through screening. So, usually, yung lalaki is a carrier of your HPV, no? Which is your human papilloma virus, na siyang nagkukos ng both genital warts and cervical cancer. So, men who carry that virus, HPV, will not manifest anything that can lead to cervical cancer because they don't have a cervix, no? So, walang manifestation. So, kung merong sexual contact, carrier si lalaki, pwedeng magkaroon si babae. No? So, hindi mo siya makikita. So, when you get cervical cancer, possibly maraming sexual partners yung lalaki or yung babae mismo. So, still considered is sexually transmitted na infection pa rin. Okay?
Paano po nagagamot once na nagkaroon na po sila ng STI?
Ang dami yan. Broad na naman yung question mo. So, ang dami-dami kasing sakit, di ba? Pero usually, of course, antibiotics, antivirals, no? Very common. Example, yung mga tulo, no?
Ano po yung mga advice niyo po sa mga tao, especially po sa mga teens, about sa awareness po?
Well, unang-una sa lahat, teens. Okay? Number one is, of course, mas maganda pa rin abstinence. Kung pwedeng, wala munang sexual contact. If you are a teenager, barely an adult, better. Okay? Kasi, hindi lang yung STI meron yung factor ng pregnancy. 'Di ba? So, ang magbabago kasi yung buhay mo whether it's an STI, it's a pregnancy, or what. Usually kasi, teens get into relationships but they don't understand the consequence. Nandun lang sila out of curiosity, without proper guidance. That's the problem. Now, if nandun na, syempre hindi naman natin mape-prevent yan ng, ibig ko sabihin, meron at meron naman talagang meron pa rin contact, diba? So, of course, proper protection. Okay? Make sure that you are protected. Lalo na kung hindi ka sure dun sa kumbaga kung merong medyo promiscuous yung partner mo or ikaw mismo, diba? Then you have to use protection. Condom, number one. Kasi yun lang ang barrier method Yun lang makaka-protect sa'yo para hindi mag-mix yung fluids. Okay? Of course, kung meron kang relationship, please try to stay loyal to each other. Kasi kung kayong dalawa lang naman, then yung STI, malabong mangyari yan. Pero kung merong isang nagloloko kasi babae, kasi lalaki, of course, it's a possibility. It's always a possibility. Kung hindi ka magkaroon ng swerte mo, paano kung nandun? Too late na. Okay? And yung protection will also help you from the pregnancy. Kasi it's hard. Idagdag ko na lang din yun kasi ang dami-dami, ang taas-taas ng incidence ng teenage pregnancy. Ang hirap magbuntis, okay? At ang hirap maging mas mahirap maging nanay. Okay? So, please remember na if you are a teenager, enjoy your youth. Kasi hindi mo na mababalik yun. Pag nagkaanak ka na, magbabago na yung buhay mo, everything will be different. You will become a mom. You are a child yourself. Your mom takes responsibility for you. But once you have a child, you have to be the mom and you have to take responsibility. And wala ka ng room to be a child. Wala ka ng karapatan. 'Di ba? Kasi may anak ka na. So, yung ngayon, yung ini-enjoy ninyo, na ganyan kayo, college kayo, kahit di na kayo teenagers, nasa 20s ba kayo? 20s na, no?
18 na teen.
Papunta na rin, teen pa rin, di ba? Kahit mahirap mag-aral, mahirap, kung ano man yung challenges nyo sa school, it's nothing compared to the challenges of being a mom. Kasi, yung sa school, pag bumagsak ka, pwede mong balikan. Diba? Pag nanay ka, pag nagkamali kayo yung mangyayari ugali ng anak mo hanggang-hangga, diba? Yung mga ganun. So, yung mga ganun, please consider that. Because ang dami ko kasing nakikita rin dito kahit private, lalo na sa government. Sa mga provincial, ang dami-daming nabubuntis na 14, 15, 16. Tapos mag-i-end up, makikita mo, hindi na sila makakapag-aral, kaalaga na sila ng bata, diba? Tapos na yung youth mo, tapos na lahat. Magnanay ka na. So, yun. So, please use protection or huwag ka na lang mag-sex. Yun. Yun talaga yun. Okay? Nangaral pa ako.
That's all lang po. Thank you.
Alright. Sige. Thank you.